I read Cine Freaks. My name's Chris, and for the last 50 years, I've been Hello everyone, and welcome. Every week throughout 2026, I'm going to be sharing my personal top 10 favourite films that have been released in each of the 50 years that I've lived on this earth, starting with the year I was born, 1976. But I'm going to do things slightly different. My top 10 is going to be a Guess the Film quiz.
Oh yeah!
So, if movie trivia and a little bit of Geordie banter is your thing, do us a favour, pal. Click that subscribe button, come in, settle down, because you've come to the right place. Run VT, Errol.
Top 10 Canny Good Film Quiz of 1976.
Aye, I should say, some of these films are not suitable for bends or soft sheets.
The rules are simple. Guess the film from the 3 clues before I reveal the answer. If you guess the film on the first clue, you get 4 points, 2 points for the second clue, 1 point for the last clue. Ready? Let's go.
You're not a psychopath. You're not stupid.
I am an asshole. Can't take everything away from me.
This film was written, scored, edited and directed by the same person. This film starred Austin Stoker as Lieutenant Ethan Bishop and was remade in 2005 starring another Ethan Hawke. Did you work it out? It was John Carpenter's Assault on Precinct 13. It's currently available to watch for free on ITVX. Ready for another? Every car in this film was custom made.
Come tutte cose sono buone.
What does that mean, boss?
You can't speak Italian.
No, boss, I'm Jewish.
Then read the translations.
Songs from this film include Tomorrow, My Name is Tallulah, and Fat Sam's Grand Slam. Did you get it? It was Alan Parker's Bugsy Malone. Currently available to stream for free on ITVX. Getting the hang of it now? Moving on. The main actor from this film, while preparing her character, isolated herself away from the rest of the cast, and she studied the body language of people getting stoned. I mean, not in the recreational sense, of course. This film is credited as the first major role for John Travolta. This horror is the first of Stephen King's novels to be turned into a film. Do you manage to get it? Of course, it was Stephen King's classic, Carrie. It's currently not streaming anywhere in the UK for free, although you can pick it up for less than 50 pence from most good charity shops. Time to take a little break from the quiz now as we look back at what was happening in and around Newcastle in 1976. 1976 wasn't just about films. It was a year Newcastle got a massive retail upgrade. Eldon Square Shopping Centre opened its doors for the very first time. A day etched in Geordie heartbreak. The 1976 League Cup final. Newcastle United lost 2-1 to Manchester City. But the real stinger in the tale? The winning goal was scored by a local lad and former Newcastle United youth player Dennis Truart with an outstanding overhead kick. What you're looking at there is a picture of the Haymarket in Newcastle city centre, but it looked quite different back in 1976. Just across the road there stood the old ABC cinema, and on the 8th of April it was the venue for the world premiere of the comedy The Likely Lads. But more on that later. 1976 also saw Brian Johnson leave the hard rock band Geordie and set out on his own. He released his one and only single, I Can't Forget You Now, and then 4 years later went on to front one of the biggest rock bands of all time. And last and potentially least important, in the summer of 1976, somewhere in a little hospital bed less than a mile away from the River Tyne, baby film geek was born into the world. Anyway, enough of that nonsense. Back to the quiz. This film is the third film in a franchise of 5. The antagonists in this film are known as the People's Revolutionary Strike Force. The co-star of this film went on to play a character called Mary Beth Lacey, one half of the famous cop duo Cagney and Lacey. Were those clues enough to help? It was the Enforcer, the third of the Dirty Harry films, and personally my second favourite behind the original. It's currently available to stream for free on ITVX. Way before Forrest Gump, one of the main characters in this film refers to life as the chocolate box of life. The two main actors, who had been friends for many years prior to making this film, they had a falling out while making it, and they never spoke again. This film had its world premiere on the 8th of April 1976 at the old ABC cinema in the Haymarket of Newcastle upon Tyne. I'm sure these clues are getting easier. Of course, it's a classic Geordie comedy, The Likely Lads. Just want to give a little shout out to local photographer Trevor Ermel for letting us use his photo. Cheers, Trev. The film's available to stream for free in the UK on ITVX.
Oh, for F's sake.
The revolutionary Steadicam stabling device was used for the first time in films released in 1976, most notably on Marathon Man and of course Rocky. Italian filmmaker Lina Wertmuller made history as the first woman ever to be nominated for an Academy Award for Best Director. Well done. 1976 marked the theatrical debut of future Oscar winner and Hollywood star Jodie Foster, who appeared in 2 critical hits this year. On January 1st, 1976, Californian art student Danny Finegood and his mates transformed the famous Hollywood sign to say Hollyweed to celebrate the new state law decriminalising cannabis possession for small amounts. Get in, lad. I do love a good prank.
Oh, for F's sake.
This film is set in the year 2274, some 298 years after its release. This film won a Special Achievement Academy Award for its visual effects. The actor Peter Ustinov improvised most of his scenes in this film. Well done if you guessed Logan's Run. You know, I've always had a soft spot for sci-fi films, so there's probably going to be a few more coming up over the next weeks and months. Again, not available to stream anywhere for free in the UK, so get yourselves down to charity shops and hunt this out on DVD. This is a hard one. I've got a nickname for this director. Dick Kebab. The actor Gregory Peck agreed a smaller fee for his role in this film, but he also wanted 10% of its global box office takings. It went on to quickly become, the highest paid performance of his career. The tagline for this film: today is the 6th day of the 6th month of 1976. You have been warned. Oh, this film used to terrify me when I was a Ben. Still does now, to be fair. It is The Omen. Again, not currently available to stream anywhere in the UK for free, so pick it up next time you're in a charity shop. I've seen a total of 26 films released in 1976. Here's a few of them that didn't quite make me top 10. Anyway, 3 more questions to go. Let's crack on. The single highest expense for this film was makeup. This film went on to win Best Picture at the 1977 Academy Awards. Well, that's just giving it away, hasn't it? Of course, it's the ultimate underdog story, Rocky, currently available to stream for free on ITVX. This film ranked 95th in the American Film Institute's 100 Years, 100 Laughs poll. Although there are two main stars to this film, one of them isn't seen for the first hour. This film's two main stars would later go on to drive audiences stir crazy. What do you think of that last clue? Made it up myself. The film, of course, Silver Streak. Again, one for the charity shops, not available to stream anywhere in the UK. Although a giant in the industry, this director is only 5'3" tall. The main actor wanted to really understand his character in this film, so he spent a month working 15-hour days doing the job that his character did. Are you talking to me? Are you talking to me? Of course this film was going to be in my top 10. Martin Scorsese, Robert De Niro, it's Taxi Driver. Again, sadly, not available to stream anywhere for free in the UK, so you know what I'm going to say. Get doing the Chazza shops and have a look for it on DVD. Well, that's me done with 1976. How well did you do? Was your favourite film in my top 10? Let us know in the comments down below. And while you're there, take a guess as to what you think my favourite was from those 10. And I'll let you know next week. Till then, Canny.